Alright guys, how are we doing? Steve Mingleco here, Final Web Design. Today I want to go over building an e-commerce store and a few tips that you should have in mind if you're planning on getting into the e-commerce market. The first thing I want to talk about is just having a unique product. These days, a lot of people try to get into e-commerce development and design without fully thinking about what they're trying to sell. If you're out there in a position where you want to build a e-commerce store and basically just try to sell a generic product that other people have sold, let's say movies, t-shirts, like reputable t-shirts, shoes, things like that, you're gonna find it very difficult to compete with some of these bigger outlets such as Walmart, Target, Amazon, and other companies like that that already have these distributors and these products available. If you have a niche market, a niche product, such as maybe designing your own t-shirts or creating your own jewelry or creating some kind of service or market that is unique to what you have, this is one tip that a lot of people need to recognize just getting started, because again, if you get into the e-commerce development and you're expecting to just sell something that everybody else can already buy on a bigger outlet, you're going to find it very difficult to find success with your product. So just tip number one would be getting a product that is unique to your business, something that you create, something that you've produced that you're able to then sell through the internet. Alright guys, so I want to get into what the second thing would be, and that would just be making sure that you're using latest technology. Do your research as far as what your platform is going to be or what your software is going to be that powers your e-commerce store. If you're doing something completely customizable from the ground up, you're going to find that it's very hard to grow into the future with your e-commerce store. Using a more popular technology such as WordPress with WooCommerce or Joomla with Virtumart or a Magento, a Shopify, these are platforms that you're going to be able to kind of grow into the future as technology starts to change, as things like iPhones become more popular to use, tablets, all these newer outlets for the internet. So just make sure that whatever you're using, you're familiar with the technology behind it and what your ultimately goal is going to be, say 2, 3, 4 years down the road from here. So that'll bring us into our third point, which is basically just preparing for your growth and the maintenance, which I just kind of touched on. Using something that's able to evolve a year from now is going to be a lot better than using just plain code that you're not going to be as easily able to adapt and grow. A lot of these platforms have huge communities around the world, open source, that people around the world are continuing to design and develop and grow for businesses of all sizes. So again, it goes back to something like a WordPress, with WooCommerce, a Joomla, a Magento. These platforms have huge communities building them, and they're going to allow you 5 years down the road to keep your e-commerce store in a evolving way with technology and with the way things are going to go in the future. So that kind of goes into my fourth point, which is just to think long term. I just kind of touched on that. But don't think about just what you're going to build and launch. Think about what you're going to build and be there 5 years from now, because these stores, you can open them, but they take a long time to build a reputation and to build a user base that comes back. So that would kind of put me into my fifth point and final point is reviews and reputation. Make sure that when you launch your store, you're thinking about giving the best service to the people who are coming to use it. And that goes down to making sure that you're getting reviews following up, that you're getting good feedback from customers and clients, and that you're giving products on time to people that are buying this stuff. The second people start to have a bad experience with your e-commerce store is the second they go out to online outlets like Yelps, like Facebook business pages, like Google My Business, and they start to leave bad reviews, which then scares other people, because a lot of people are going to do their research before they just send you a payment. And having good reviews and a good reputation behind your business is really going to help you ultimately succeed. So just to kind of wrap it up here, I'll go back through the quick topics. have a unique product, have something that you know is going to sell that not everybody else is selling. 2, build on the latest technology, something that you understand and are willing to continue to learn. 3, prepare for growth and maintenance into the future, whether it's a month down the road, a year down the road, 5 years down the road. Just continue to think long term, which is 4th. Think long term. Be prepared for the future. And 5th, get good reviews, keep a good reputation, and make sure that you're keeping people who buy from you happy. And with that, guys, I wish you the best of luck with your e-commerce stores. If you have any questions about building an e-commerce store, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to help you. Also, a like, a review, that stuff helps, a subscription, and we'll catch you in the next video.